Wait, are we recording?
Yes, Jess, we're recording.
Well, welcome to
Two Girls, No Plan.
Where nothing is scripted
And it's all our honest opinions.
with a few chaotic moments.
So tune in
Buckle up.
and grab a glass of your favourite drink,
Unless
unless you're driving.
I wanted to move back.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode.
Well, part 2 of Off Campus.
Yeah.
And we left the last episode on a little bit of a cliffhanger with Ali's mysterious do not call phone call where we assume that
It was Sean.
It was Sean, but it wasn't. But we're going to go into episode 5, the cold turkey.
Mm-hmm. Which that turkey didn't end up being very cold.
No.
More like flying turkey.
More like a flying turkey. And poor Tucker, he went into so much detail
and so much effort.
And then people kept canceling, and then more people were showing up, and it was a mess. And he was so sweet for it, and that in itself still explains everything about me. And every time I try to organize a party with my friends, not gonna lie, that whole scene was just like, I relate to him so much in that scene.
Do you know what? I relate to it a little bit, but only like when I have to cook for everyone, because then I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what they're doing. I'm like, I'm gonna stuff it up, and I find that whenever I cook, I always stuff something up all the time.
No, you always cook nice food.
We'll insert a clip here of us shaving, like, you know, we had the skizzies that we burnt in the oven, and we literally were shaving them on like a grater to grate off the burnt bits.
Sorry if I keep touching my nose, it's just really itchy at the moment.
She's popping pimples, guys, it's fine.
Yes. I wrote funny opening montage of Ali and Garrett, but that wasn't what happened. I don't know why I wrote that.
That's all right. You know, Garrett technically meeting Ali's mum over the phone. That was interesting.
That's where we got wrong at. That's what it was meant to be. Hannah, not Ali.
Oh, whoops.
We both stuffed that up. So yes, the funny opening between Hannah and Garrett, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So there was a montage of all their hookup scenes.
And them getting really to know each other.
Getting really into knowing one another. And then in the mix of things happening, Hannah was the one who accidentally called her mum, and her mum was on the phone while they were half naked.
Yeah. Hi mum, you know, whoopsie. And technically Garrett got to talk to her, and she's like, you know, hurry up, you know. And she's like, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? And we're like, no, not coming home for Thanksgiving.
Not coming home. She definitely doesn't want to go home for Thanksgiving. That's when she discloses that she's gonna go to Garrett's family. Oh no, away with Garrett, was it? Or no, Thanksgiving party with
They were gonna go to the Thanksgiving party, and then eventually throughout the episode, Garrett's dad Phil was like, come on, like, you should come home for Thanksgiving, like, please, it'd be really nice. And he's like, I've changed, like, please, like, you know, just try. And he's like to Hannah, I don't think I can go. And she's like, I'll go with you. And he's like, oh, like, are you sure? She's like, well, what, you know, this is what real girlfriends do, you know, like, as in a thing to, you know, because their relationship wasn't, you know, real at the start technically. And so they go and do that. So.
Yeah, the fact that Garrett's dad was convincing him that he was a changed man, and apparently that Sydney believes in him, and that
his current girlfriend
or fiance because he wants Garrett to meet her before the wedding. But yeah, he eventually does go. We also see a little backstory between Logan and Jules and their mum in rehab as well.
And for Logan, he wasn't really ready to go and see their mum, but Jules was like, you know, we gotta do our tradition where they had like the marshmallows, and I think it was marshmallows and things like that. And you know, Jules went to the rehab by herself because it kind of ended with them in an argument. And then it was really sweet because as she was checking in, Logan ends up showing up, and I think it just really showed that what kind of character Logan is. And I think he was there for his mum, but I think we could tell he was mainly there for Jules.
He was definitely there for Jules.
Yeah,
that shows how supportive he is as a sibling as well.
We also find out that the event that happened to Hannah was involved with another hockey player, and Garrett finds that out as well.
Yes. He doesn't know what team or what
Who
player it is or who, which I don't blame her. I wouldn't
want to do that
do
because in
that as
case of the
well
chance, you know,
of something
absolutely.
happening. And then we also do find out that Garrett's dad is not a changed man
And still abusing people.
Still abusing people. So that's a little PSA as well about DV in this episode. So if you
an essay as well.
An essay as well. So Garrett actually, and I hats off to Garrett for having the guts to do it, and he basically begs Cindy, which is his
Phil's
fiance, to leave the relationship and that he's not going to change, and she just doesn't want to leave.
I think the thing is, it's like he really thought at one point maybe this is fine. Like I hadn't even eaten yet, and I think what was sweet was Hannah said, "If you can't handle it, squeeze my hand 2 times." And you know, at the start we're thinking, oh, maybe he is good, and then unfortunately there is a bruise on her wrist, and he sees that, and she sees that he sees that, and covers it up, and squeezes Hannah's hands, and then Hannah uses an excuse for them to leave, and he's obviously angry and things like that, and they have to go, and it was quite eye-opening. But I think what got me was the fact that Garrett saw, but when Hannah saw it and she realized, like, okay, like,
and that's she didn't even
kind of set it in stone.
It set it in stone. She didn't need to, because he hasn't really had that conversation with her that his dad was abusive to him either, has he?
No, not really.
So I guess she picked it up in that scene as well and realized, and hats off to her as well for, you know, coming up with an excuse to leave, like a personal
like she's not
excuse,
feeling well,
she's not feeling well.
And it's nice because, you know, he said, you know, there might be a chance we need to leave, and she was like, yeah, no, I'll think of something, and she did on the spot. Us ladies sometimes have to do that, and she was onto it. And I think the part that gets me was like, she was like, yep, let's go.
Yeah,
no hesitation,
let's just get out of here.
And that ends episode 5.
Well, we also do see Ellie go into a mysterious car, so it's
that's right.
It's the build up again.
Yep.
To what's happening, who
that's
this
right,
person is.
Thanksgiving, I forget.
Yes.
And poor Tucker running around in the turkey. I forgot about that. The turkey. His mum's like, make sure you pat that thing dry, and he's like, I will.
And then realizes too late that someone already put it in while it was wet. And
which makes sense because oil and water don't mix either.
Yeah,
so
you got to make sure she's dry.
You are right. She, you know, and Hannah's telling her what do you do for Thanksgiving. Oh, nothing much. She's just going home with the family, and she gets
hops into a blue car.
Yeah, which I like that car too.
I like that car. I'm glad that they kept it like a little bit of this. I don't remember in that time thinking, wondering like who it was though. Like I can't remember when I watched it for the first time me going, oh, this is Dean.
I honestly, that was my first thought though.
But like when I first probably knew the background of the story,
so
though.
I knew when she was jumping in the car, I was like,
it's Dean. Whereas I didn't, because I didn't know about the books and all that stuff.
Episode 6, The Breakaway.
The Breakaway. So this is actually pretty much an episode on Allie and Dean. Realistically, it's mainly all Allie and Dean, their situationship.
Yep.
We see a lot of behind the scenes to certain things and why it makes sense. So the do not call is actually him. We see them sitting outside at a campfire, and they're talking about her relationship before she broke up with Sean, and he puts his number into her phone,
and then she
changes it to do not call. So there we see the background story to the do not call. We also see the background.
And that scene though, when they're coming outside and she's on the phone, he's on the phone. He's just like, she's like, I want to go on the roller coaster.
Yeah,
you know?
I want to go to the roller. That scene was so good. So we see the behind that as well.
Yeah, all
so
like red flag, or Six Flags. That's what it is.
All that as well, which was cute.
The bath scene.
I love the bath scene. The fact okay, I'm surely Tucker knew that there was another woman in the bath and that Dean was not just holding a vibrator in his hand. 100%.
The fact that he was so respectful, he's like, oh, okay, bye. You know, I'll leave it to it.
Okay, I'll leave it to you.
Also, that makes so much sense because I feel like guys do that to all the time. So a lot of scenes I see in movies, so they'll just walk in on each other. But that's also the fact is, to be honest, if I need to get something urgently out of the bathroom and Jess was in the shower, I know for a fact she wouldn't give two shits if I came in there and grabbed something.
Nah, just walk straight in if you want to.
I have plenty of time.
This is also the first episode that Hannah and Garrett reveal that they love each other. Bless. She did it in like a cute, wholesome way. Like she's singing in the song and she's like, oh, that's okay because Garrett loves me or something. And then he's like, I do love you. And I was like, oh, stop. So sweet.
My heart just went, I was like so taken aback. I was like, oh. And then I think we're both just like, yeah, that's cute.
It's so blissful. It's so adorable.
Yep. Oh, and then that was fundraiser night.
Yes, fundraiser night for hockey, like little kids hockey player to help them get into hockey and stuff because hockey is expensive.
And it's so important to John Logan too as well because he was one of those kids too as well, especially you can tell obviously with his and Jules' background growing up. So mad respect and the fact that like he has sports to help him out with that because that definitely does help with scholarships and things like that.
I love the entry song to Dean coming in as well. It was Dirty Little Secret. And obviously that was played for Ali because obviously they have a little dirty little secret going on between them.
Yep.
Which is cute. And I did note like that there's amazing chemistry between Ali and Dean in this episode as well.
So well. Like there's honestly, it's so hard because I feel like sometimes we forget we're watching a TV show and not real life. Because sometimes I watch things and I'm like, whoa, and then I have to go, wait, they're literally actors in a scene. So mad respect to all the actors in this show too as well.
Oh, 100%. Like it was so cute the way he was looking at her. I was like, oh, stop it. And the way she was looking back at him as well. And she retaliated back with another song.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to hook up with her in the booth and pretty much she was like, not gonna happen sort of thing. But then she ends up playing a song back to him called well, I guess
You're Stuck with Your Hand.
With your hand. Oh, sorry, no, that's not the song.
No, I was gonna say sorry.
It's Going Down Tonight.
Yeah.
So that was her way of saying back, oh, actually, let's get down and dirty.
Yeah.
So that's the song that she played back to him, and she said this is to Maverick on the song as well. Yep. So that was adorable.
I definitely picked up on that.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And then also we get a little bit there's flies around here. Woo! Sorry.
Wow.
Joyce of Melbourne. But I think there's also for the end of the episode too is the Justin and Hannah with the music writing and everything like that.
Yeah, so Hannah ends up telling him that she doesn't like the song after he played it without asking her, called Yellow Haze. It's such a weird song. I don't know. It's a little cringe.
And I think he didn't even talk to her about it. He just like did the lyrics too as well. And he's like, it's not even,
Yeah, Yellows. And Ali and Dean did end up hooking up, and then that's when we also note the fact that when he left, that's when Sean came, and that's when it revealed that Ali had moved on.
Sean, you cannot be getting angry at her. You broke up. Not that hard.
He also like says to her in that episode too that I don't want any girl, I want you. So in a way he's saying he has feelings for her, but he still hasn't like come to the terms of it either. And when she said, well, I guess you're stuck with your hand back to him, I love that comment.
Is this at the end of this episode, doesn't Hannah also find out that finds out at the end of this episode that Delaney is going to be playing them as well.
Yes.
And she starts to get her very overwhelmed and things like that. And it gets to a point where it will follow into the next episode pretty much, but it gets to the point where she doesn't start talking to Garrett. Like she doesn't answer her phone or anything like that. She starts having flashbacks.
She starts having flashbacks, and that's how episode 7 does start.
So episode 7 is the face-off.
It is, and it starts off with flashbacks to
interrogation of her talking
Yeah.
about it, her sitting in the room, her sitting in front of a blank notebook, trying to work out what she wants to write, which, mind you, she still has that notebook too as well. And then Garrett has a really important game, and then Hannah misses it, and Garrett's playing really shitty at this point
Yeah,
too as
Garrett's
well.
playing shitty, and also he only plays shit when his dad comes to watch, and his dad and Cindy were both there.
Yeah,
So that's why that also
made it worse
made
as
it
well.
worse. And he just wanted to get in contact with Hannah, but Hannah was off in her own little space and world.
Yeah,
And
she
look,
also
I wish she just messaged him and said, "Hey, look, I'm not doing okay at the moment. I will
something's
call you
happening.
when I can,"
Be-
instead of just letting him guess, because
Especially because he
communication is
thought
key.
he did something wrong. He thought something
Yeah.
because they had such a good night the night before. He thought he's done something wrong. Also, can I just say, can I be that person? How does he not know something hasn't happened to her as well? Because no one's seen
Oh,
her
I'd be
either.
stressing because obviously she'd normally probably be messaging him, and
Yeah. Well,
if
that's
you're
what
not
you
going to
do with a
message, you
partner.
start
Like,
to
obviously, I'm not in a
stress.
relationship, but I know for a fact if Jess didn't hear from Jordan after a night and still not talking after that, you guys have also you've been drinking too as well, you're gonna stress.
Oh, I would 100% stress over that.
And then obviously everyone's yelling.
But that's also when we see with the conversation between Hannah and her music teacher.
Yeah.
And that's where she understands finally what it means to feel the music.
Yeah.
As well.
And I think she also just understands that she needs to focus on her and Garrett's relationship. And obviously what happened to her in the past was so traumatic. I'm not downplaying that, but I think she also needs to also have her focus on him right now, because he needs her. He was there for her. She needs to do the same thing for him.
Yeah, and they do. They kiss in front, and
Delaney
sees the kiss, and that's when the face-off moment
iconic
happens
scene
between Garrett and Delaney,
because
which I don't blame him.
They're at the face-off, and they're about, and Garrett's all happy now because he's playing really, really well and things like that. And then he looks at him, and all he says to his is pretty much, he goes, "Oh, I'm gonna beat you in front of that lying SLUT."
Yeah.
And in that moment, he looks at Delaney, he looks at Hannah,
puts his hockey stick down.
He looks at Hannah's reaction, realizes it's him, looks back and drops it.
Yep.
And attacks him. Like,
attacks him.
He drops his gloves and everything. He gets bare hands out and beats him up. Good riddance.
To be honest, I don't blame him.
No, ma'am.
And as a girlfriend, I would be like, fuck yes. But I also understand why Hannah had the reaction afterwards
and the repercussions that she knows it's going to follow for Garrett.
Yes, because of the fact that it destroyed her mum and dad's career, it destroyed their whole life, and now it's destroying Garrett's career.
And not just his, but the whole team for BriarU, because they end up having to forfeit like so many games because of it, and they were at the bottom of the leaderboard.
Yeah, so they break up over that pretty much.
And I think what breaks my heart is afterwards is his dad reminds him and says things like, "You're just like me." And I think that's the part that breaks my heart for Garrett, because after him and Hannah breaks up, he's like, "You're scared of me." And she's like, "No, I'm scared what you did." And it's like, "I've turned into my dad, I'm sorry." Like, and then leaves. And then I said this to Jess when I watched the episode, when he backed the car up, he could have been a little bit more careful, but that's just me.
Yeah, that whole scene between Garrett and his dad was absolutely devastating and sad. The fact that he was so proud of his son in that moment. He's like, "You're finally with the big leagues," pretty much. Like, that's what it takes to be a hockey player. And then Garrett's like, "Well, no, because I don't want to be that person. Like, I don't want to be Graham," pretty much.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Well, no, you are just like me now," because of the fact that he bashed someone up on the hockey rink. So sad. And
then obviously when this all happens and Garrett's fearing to become his dad, this is when obviously Hannah calls her mum and she's like, "I'm so sorry. Like, you've lost both you and dad lost your jobs, lost money, all this sort of stuff, having to go to different schools, pay for therapy," which, mind you, is expensive. Can't imagine how expensive it is in America. Yep. And her mom's just like, "Oh, Hannah, like, it wasn't your fault." Like, and I think that's what breaks my heart. Her voice.
Yeah, she was like, "Well, what did you actually do wrong? Because if you're feeling guilty, you've done something wrong." And that that sentence to me just hit me as well. I was like, holy moly, that is actually such a good way to put it. It's like, if you're feeling guilty about something you've done actually wrong. She's like, you were just a high school kid having one drink
and
at a
having a high school
party
life.
and having a high school life. You did nothing wrong.
No.
Absolutely blessed for that scene. It was beautiful.
And then we have an introduction because obviously Ali goes out with Bo's sister.
Yes.
And she goes to a bar.
Yes.
And meets Carter.
Carter.
At this point, we don't know who this is, but it's Carter. Which, mind you, he did say it up front. It is a fake name.
Yes,
so...
he did say that. And I did not like the scene. I thought it was awkward as hell.
It was awkward until that chair scene.
But Shani was all for it. So,
you know.
She's like, yep, let's get it.
Literally, when we're sitting there, Jess is like, and she looks at me and I'm like.
And that's also when Ali knows, like, she's not just a one-night stand girl.
Yes,
she's
ma'am.
like a relationship girly. Then we go into episode 8. This is the last episode.
The line change.
The line change. It starts off with Hannah serving in the diner a bunch of the hockey players, younger hockey players. And they basically don't want to have anything to do with her. They're like, are you Hannah? And she's like, yeah. And they're like, can we get another way? She's like, oh, we're already busy, blah, blah, blah. She finds out through Sean that apparently it was a fake rumor going around in the end that Garrett said that he will kill anyone that would
pretty
date
much
her
it was
something.
a release thing that like Garrett was like, oh, he said no one can touch Hannah, otherwise he will beat, you know, living daylights. Wasn't actually him. Was one of the like pledges or one of the other guys in the team, younger guys, and he was like, fix it now. And they fixed it and it was all sorted.
Yeah. But that scene in itself, the nudity. She had no, like, she just walked straight into that locker room.
She had bowls to walk in for that room full of bowls.
Yeah, there were bowls and rods everywhere in that scene.
I loved that scene. That was a very nice scene to me.
Right into a lot of the areas as well.
Yep. And then also we have the scene of, you know, Ali sneaking into Dean's room and saying, hey, we need to sleep with other people. And he, mind you could see at the start, he was very hesitant about that.
Yeah,
you could see.
She was more the person trying to push it. And she's like, nah, this is a pact. You have to go and sleep with someone else.
And I have to
go and sleep with someone else because this is pretty much turning into a situationship
or a relationship. Yeah.
And then we can come back together and, you know, because she's like, we both haven't slept with anyone else.
Yeah.
And it's been like over 6 months, I think
but
it was
at
the
point,
time.
We can tell that Dean likes her. He can't stop thinking about it. And even Bo calls him out on it too. He's like, girl. He's like, boy, you still like her. Like, you need to go and get your girl. He's like, yeah, but he's like, no buts. He's like, get her.
He realizes it more so when he tries to get with a woman and he can't get it up.
Yep.
And that's when he goes and talks to Bo about it.
Exactly.
And she's like, dude, you like her.
And at this point, Garrett and Hannah are still like not on proper talking terms right now, but she turns around and goes, I'm not going to let this stop me from performing at the showcase.
Yes.
And then Ali is like, shit, she's performing. He needs to be there to support her. And obviously she's trying to find a way to tell them without telling them. And then they have to tell Dean. And then they're like, oh, how do you know? And Bo's like, yeah, we just heard it, you know?
Yeah, and then so Dean revels up everyone. Everyone goes to watch it.
Everyone.
Logan, Garrett, Jules,
their
Dean,
friend too as well.
Tucker. Yeah. Everyone was there to support her in her showcase. I didn't like the dress they put her in, the silver. I think the more statement would have been like a nice burgundy dress.
I was thinking even a blue
dress.
Yeah.
Would have been better than the silver dress. The silver dress kind of just washed her out.
It washed her out too much. She's got very fair skin. She's like me. We've got very fair skin and blue eyes, brown hair. You know, you're better off with a darker color dress.
Yeah, but
even
what do you think of the showcase song? Did you like it?
I actually loved the song, but I still cringed at it because I cringe, and it's just something I've always been like, is even when I watch shows where they sing in front of people and stuff, I don't know what it is, I just cringe because they act so excited and they're like, yeah, but it's like you need to be more like, yeah, you know, things like this. But
yeah. No, I like the song too. I actually got it on my Spotify now too.
There you go.
Because I do like the song. We also see Dean finally admit to Ali that he likes her. I wrote loves her, but he wouldn't have said love.
And
He
then he
likes
also
her.
that he couldn't complete the assignment.
And that he couldn't. And then she said, "Well, no, you have to complete the assignment because
Because
I
did.
completed the
Yeah.
assignment." And then that's when
Hunter, also known as Carter,
walks through
in.
the door, and her face drops, and Dean looks at it, and he knows that that's the guy that she
He's
hooked
like,
up
with him, and then Bo's like, oh shit, because obviously Bo's sister didn't know him, but Bo knows him because of Dean, and Dean hates him. And this is the same guy they've been trying to get on the team, which he told John Logan, don't get him on the team. And now he's on the team.
So now he's a part of the team, and now Allie's in this poor little love circle. Triangle, sorry. Not circle.
And then they also start to beat the shit out of each other.
Do they end up actually punching on?
Yeah, remember he's like, fuck you. He's like, and then they have to get pulled back.
I must have missed that. I missed that because I would have written that down.
I'm so looking forward to season 2.
But yeah, that's the way they ended it, and that cliffhanger was like meant. I'm so excited for season 2. When is season 2 actually coming out?
Well, they're only just filming it now, so yes. And season 2, so obviously we had for the first book was The Deal, and then do you know what the second book is called?
No, I don't actually.
I can't remember off the top of my head. It is titled The Mistake.
The Mistake. Okay.
Oh no, that's John Logan's one. Wait, let me find it. Oh,
so obviously John Logan doesn't end up getting with Hannah at all, and I don't think we're supposed to see Hannah or Garrett.
They'll still be in episodes.
Are they going to be
in episodes?
Okay, because I'm like, you can't keep.
So with the books, I won't go into detail because I don't want to spoil people that haven't read them, but with the books they literally follow all their stories in for years on time, so it's they're still in it.
Okay.
But it's called The Score. But
so that's our little recap and all the scenes that we enjoyed and our opinion on the episodes of Off Campus.
And it looks like we won't be talking about this until hopefully early to mid next year. I hope that's accurate because, can I be real, the actors are getting older. Hannah won't because she's 19, a baby. She's 18 pretty much. And all the other actors are in their late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
Do you know Tucker is like the one that's closest to our age? I think it is. I think
Allie's
it's Tucker.
26.
There you go. Yeah.
Actually, side note, Allie, her real name's Mika, I'm pretty sure, in real life. God,
yeah.
And Justin, which his real name in real life is, I can't remember. Josh Houston.
They're dating
in real life as well.
Yeah, so she's 2000 baby, so she's the same age as our friend Haley. And then Dean, I can't see his age right now. John Logan, 2000. Josh Houston, 96. John Tucker, 2001 actually. Hunter is a baby. There. Hunter is such a baby. 2004.
You can tell. He's like, when he came into the scene, I was like, he's a baby. And that's probably why you like
Garrett,
him.
Yeah. Garrett,
98.
98. But no,
Garrett's
Dean's my favorite. Actually, how old's Bo? Bo is my favorite.
What I love as well is most
Bo is the same age as us, only 1 year younger.
Most of the characters, like the older characters, have been with their partners for so long as well. Like Garrett and his missus, and then Dean and his missus Victoria.
Yeah.
As well. Like, yeah, it's blessed. But we're gonna do a little quiz to see what characters we're
gonna be.
I have a feeling I'm Tucker. I said to Shani, I think she's Logan. And the reason why is she's always there for her friends. And just, I don't know, just Logan was, and then partly Dean as well.
Yes.
But yeah, so like Logan's always there. Even if Garrett's cracking the shits, he's always there. I feel
like the way that Allie's there for Hannah too as well. I feel like I could be a bit of Allie too as well.
Yes.
All right. What does your ideal free day look like? Practicing an instrument, training towards a goal, hanging out with friends, cooking and relaxing, running errands.
So there's a mix of two for me, and that's the thing that I'm trying to like work out. Like, I want to hang out with friends, but I also love cooking
and relaxing
as well. Yeah. So I'm just going to do cooking and relaxing for this one.
I like hanging out with my friends. Your role in the friend group is the leader, the social butterfly, the kind one, the loyal one, the quiet helper, the responsible one. Well, I'm definitely not quiet, Definitely not that. I'm a responsible at work, not really with my friends. Social butterfly could be accurate. The leader, I definitely act it sometimes. The kind one, the loyal one.
Aw,
I'm
you're
going to say
doing the loyal
loyal.
one.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm going to say kind one. Pick a rom-com. Dirty Dancing, haven't seen it. To All the Boys I've Loved
I'm going to say the
Before.
quiet helper.
Crazy Stupid Love, 10 Things I Hate About You. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and Knocked Up. I'm going to watch the one that I like the most, or pick the one, 10 Things I Hate About You.
Dirty Dancing.
Your love language, banter and humor, words of affirmation, quality times, acts of service, physical touch, attention, and flirting. Banter and humor.
I love banter and humor, but I also like acts of service.
Yeah, you do.
I'm doing acts of service.
People describe you as warm, easygoing, smart, reliable, driven, charming. I get probably warm a lot, actually.
I get easygoing a lot.
Pick a trope. Enemies to lovers, forced proximity, fake dating, second chance, love triangles, friends to lovers. I know which Jess is picking. I'm picking
Friends to lovers.
I'm doing enemies to lovers. When stressed, text your best friend immediately. Yeah, you do.
I do that.
Go out to distract yourself. Overthink everything. Joke about it and move on. Focus harder. Calm yourself. I overthink everything, unfortunately.
I overthink everything too, but I also do text Shani straight away too.
Pick a color.
I'm
Red, blue,
that.
green, purple, yellow, black. I'm blue.
Green.
And finally, what's your go-to karaoke song? Mr. Brightside, Pour Some Sugar on Me, Suddenly Seymour, Life is a Highway, I'm Too Sexy, Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
Don't go breaking my
Mr. Brightside.
Don't go breaking my I know Brightside, and if I go out with the girls.
I got my character.
Life is a highway. I like Life is a Highway.
You got Ali. I got Logan.
See, I knew you were Logan. I knew it.
She got Ali.
I got Ali. Right, okay.
You're John Logan. You're kind, easygoing, and far more observant than people expect. You're independently but emotionally tuned in your own quiet way. Accurate. You show up for your friends consistently, but you always stay humble about it. Hey, what does yours say?
I don't know if I am Ali though. You're Ali Hayes. You're warm, loyal, and the friend who always shows up when it matters.
Yes.
You value deep connections and are more emotionally aware than you give yourself. Okay, I am a bit like that. You're fun, honest, and the best friend anyone could ask for.
Yes. No, it is. Not necessarily for relationship-wise, but the character,
she is quite fun and like out there, which is sort of like me too.
That's accurate. Oh my god.
There we go. So I'm Ali.
And now our last part of this episode.
My alter ego will be John Tucker though.
Yeah, for sure. But honestly, I feel like if you didn't get her, you would have got John Tucker.
Yeah.
I can't believe I got Logan.
I know. I told the first thing that came to mind, because I was talking to Haley about it. She's like, "Oh, just ask Shani what she thinks she would be," and she's like, "Because you don't want to just offend her if you choose a boy." I was like, "But she's a Logan. She's definitely a Logan."
Well, now we get to play a bit of a quiz. So this type of quiz is got my name and Jess's name. I can't see the answers. We have to obviously put the answers in, and if we're right, we're right.
Ooh.
So this question is for Jess. Who is Hannah's crush at the start of the series?
Justin.
Alrighty.
Justin Derulo.
Correct. Shani. Where does Hannah work? The Tap Room, Malone's, Grind's Cafe, the Rusty Nail. Malone's,
but she also works at the hockey stadium. She has 3 jobs apparently.
But yeah, it's to pay for things.
Yeah.
What song does Hannah perform at karaoke night? Summer Nights, Cherry Pie, Living on a Prayer, Sweet Home Alabama.
Cherry
Pie.
This one's for Garrett. Do you know this song?
What NHL team drafted Garrett Graham? Capitals, Penguins, Rangers, Bruins. Oh, I think it's Bruins. Yep.
You got it?
Yep.
Bruins.
What word does Garrett say the song Baby Now That I've Found You makes him feel? Bold, calm, free, safe.
Safe.
Nope.
Oh. Calm.
Oh, I can steal it for a point. I'm going to see if I can steal. I'm going to say free.
Oh. We're both wrong.
I think it was, yeah.
It must be calm.
For me, season 1 is based on which book in the series? The Deal.
See, I wouldn't have known that.
The Deal, the goal, the score. Yeah, the mistake, the deal. Yes, ma'am. All right, Jess, what theatre production had Elle starred in that first brought her to the agent's attention?
Oh, shit.
Into the Woods, Our Town, The Glass Menagerie, Spring Awakening.
The first one.
Into the Woods?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's... Oh, no.
Oh, wrong.
I can steal it!
No!
I'm going to say Spring Awakening. Damn it!
You both got it wrong.
Who plays Hannah Wells? Ella Bright, India Fowler, Karis Cameron, Mika Abdallah, Ella Bright.
That was an easy one.
Which rival school does Bright face in the final game? Oh, you should get this one. St. Anthony's, St. Mary's, Eastwood, St. Augustine's.
St. Anthony's, isn't it? I'm wrong though, aren't I?
She's right.
Oh, yay!
What penalty does Garrett receive during the Eastwood game in the pilot? Boarding, roughing, high sticking, charging. Ooh.
That's actually a hard one.
Roughing, high sticking in the pilot. Oh, shit. I'm going to say charging. Nope. Jess, you want to steal? Boarding,
Yes.
roughing, high sticking.
Let's say roughing.
Damn, because that would have been my second guess too as well. Oh, it said still. No. Okay, I won anyway. I got 9 points, Jess got 6.
I only got 6. I swear I had harder questions than you.
There you go. Oh, poor thing. There we go.
There you
Oh, well, that was a very interesting episode. But yeah.
That is our ending to Off Campus until next year.
Yep. I know, so sad, guys. But you know what gives someone some time to read the books and me for reading it.
I guess we'll give you some recommendations on what you can watch instead. If you like Off Campus, I would recommend Summer Turned Pretty.
Yeah.
To
All the Boys I've Loved Before movies.
To All the Boys I Loved Before movies is good. Tell Me Lies.
Tell Me Lies
is a good one as well. And there's another one, Every Summer After or Something After. That's on Stan as well.
Yeah.
I'll put it up here
it's
when I
on Prime,
know.
isn't it?
Oh, sorry, on Prime. I'll put it up here. And I also want to comment. Have you seen Isabella's voicemails yet?
I'm struggling to watch it because it's like my sisters. I've got sisters, so I'm like, I don't know if I can watch it.
I didn't like the movie. And everyone says they've loved it, and I had high hopes for the movie.
Yeah.
And I did not like it. I didn't end up finishing it. So the first half an hour of the movie obviously was sad and it was wholesome and all that stuff. And I did like the first half of the movie, but then it was just too predictable afterwards.
That's fair.
I couldn't finish the movie. Hate me or don't hate me.
There you go. Well,
But
if you
that
guys
was my
want to
views.
listen to this, you want to see the full story, obviously, follow us on Spotify and YouTube. And then you can see all of our little clips and, other things about this episode on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. So, but thank you guys for watching another episode. We hope you enjoyed it and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Two Girls, No Plan. We hope you enjoy this episode. Please like, comment, and share. We look forward to chatting your ears off on the next episode. Oh, and please do not forget to hit subscribe. We need to pay these bills. We really do.